The disappearance of Malinda Boyd. The disappearance of Malinda still remains an unsolved history. It's a cold case file. Oral history, as told by the elders, is that she was an unlisted passenger aboard the Titanic. She was traveling as a personal caregiver with a European contractor. April 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg. I thought about jumping overboard, says Malinda, but I was too scared. Then I thought about sliding down the ropes, but oh my God, they were shooting and all black faces in sight, nor will they give us life jacket. Then the water forced me into the sea. I swam towards European lifeboat, but they pushed me away. Then a big, large wave grabbed me, and it forced me. It twisted me around like I was dancing. Of course, my ancestors continued to search. They used dancing to tell the stories. They told it through folklore. They told it through history. They danced and they danced. And they continued to search and search for me. But I remained lost at sea forever. But you know what? Our ancestors always come back to tell. You can't keep our history hidden from us.
Grand Rising members, I took the time out to complete this chapter just for you guys. Now remember, you guys show up for class because this is the next few weeks we're in on the voyage. The voyage is almost about to end. Anyway, thank you guys for everything that you do for me. You know, I think about you members all the time. I'm learning. I'm just learning how this works, you guys. So be patient with me. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the members? I think a lot of y'all sign up because y'all like my Black History class. So I think that's what I'll start doing, sending my members, Black history, untold stories of Black people. So that's what I'm going to start doing with you guys because I'm learning, you guys. But thank y'all for sticking in here with this old lady while she learned what she's supposed to do on this internet. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to finish this off. I left off with talking about how we enter the spirit, how we use our third eye, how our third eye can conquer up the forces of the universe. Remember now, I keep putting out the pituitary gland because the pituitary gland is that section in the base of the brain. They call it's right here. They called it, that's the section called the seat of the soul, the seat of the spirit, y'all. A higher consciousness, highest awareness, clairvoyance, all of that is related to the pituitary gland. But we left off with Mom Annie spells get mixed up. Now Mom Annie got a little old, y'all. It's kind of funny. You don't never know what kind of spell Mom Annie gonna do. Remember, Mom Annie was trying to conquer up Ogun. Ogun is the god of war with our ancestors. Our ancestors used to take Ogun to war with them. That's how they won a lot of war back in the day. But anyway, Ogun, the god of war, the god of technology, the god of iron. So she, Mom Annie recognized that it's war above this Titanic when it comes to the African aboard. So we need our ancestors' Ogun. But she's getting a little bit of Alzheimer now, Mom Annie there. And then Mom Annie ain't told nobody she's getting Alzheimer, but you can figure it out. Because instead of Ogun coming up, one of her spells she conquered up was Oya. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oya is the wind goddess, the goddess that guides the cemetery, the goddess that guides the lightning and the storm, and the goddess of rebirth, the goddess of when you take your last breath, when you get ready to die. You know, she looks over you. The goddess of rebirth. That's who she got. And then when she got Oya, Oya brought forth, remember, Oya guards the cemetery. She brought forth the twins, Ellen and Helen Mama. So that's where we left off at. Ellen was hungry, so she went in the kitchen to ask Mom Annie to get something to eat. And the twin didn't see none but spider webs coming out of that pot. Now, Mom Annie wasn't trying to do them spider webs, but that's what she got. Spider web. Remember, Mom Annie has Alzheimer's, have a little bitty tiny bit of Alzheimer's. So when she aboard the Titanic, when she doing these spells, you don't know what spell gonna come. Now, sometime Mom Annie get the spells right now. So anyway, she and Helen, her twins, get to fighting now. They got to fighting on the boat because Ellen is upset at Helen, which is her twin. Twin Helen was raised with the white side of the family. Ellen was raised with the black side of the family. She's upset because her sister is denying her African heritage. Well, we know it's like in 1912, back in the day, she said she did it for a better life. And she don't want no parts or nobody to know that she is a black woman. So they get to fight Mom, and it breaks it up. And their brother Ernest, he walks in the kitchen also. All this stuff going on in the kitchen. Now, don't forget now, the spirit of her mother just disappeared. And her mother said that she had removed the protective covering from Ellen since Ellen was denying her blackness. So anyhow, so let's get to the story. She said, "Oh, y'all crazy down here. Y'all crazy up in here. You women's up in here crazy. All these spiders, well, I changed my mind. I don't want nothing to eat up in here." But anyway, you guys, one of the spiders bit Ellen. So let's just where we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off on page 138. Meanwhile, the spider webs was increasingly growing. They were growing across the ceiling. Helen exited the kitchen. She was distraught. While she rushes back to her cabin on page 138 at the bottom, she was bitten by the false little spider. It is said that they are the most venomous spiders in England. At once, the spider's sight swelled up. It swelled up like the size of a golf ball. Then she became feverish. And when her dad, Dr. Anderson, entered her cabin, she was sweating profusely. "Oh, Dad, oh, Dad, Dad is hurt. These spider webs." "Dad, don't call me Daddy. Don't call me Daddy. You know better call me Daddy." "Oh, Mr. Anderson, I'm sorry, Daddy. For once, can you just embrace me as your daughter, Daddy? I can't help it, Daddy. It's itching. It feels like stabbing pain. I've been bit by some spiders, by those evil people in that kitchen. Them voodoo priests, they was in there honoring the devil in the kitchen, Daddy." At once, the doctor placed an ice pack to the swollen area located in mid-leg. It was sore to touch. Her dad examined her. Yeah, he did. He noticed spiders coming forth under her t-shirt. She was invaded by spiders, y'all. In fact, her entire body was covered with them. He noticed a track of holes along her lower legs. Then Ellen began to blame her dad for violating her mom. She blames him for the unprotected covering by her black ancestor. I'm dying. I'm dying, Daddy, she yells. While Helen told the story about her meeting with her siblings and Malinda and Mom Annie, the doctor lowered his head. I saw Mom's spirit, Daddy, and don't call me Daddy. I saw Mom's spirit, Daddy. Don't call me Daddy. I saw Mom's spirit, Daddy. And that old cook and the voodoo priestess Malinda bought her back, Daddy. They bought her back. They bought Mama, Daddy. Porcius spiders. Porcius spider was all over the deck. All over the ceiling, Daddy. Daddy, you should have saw it. All these spiders have been released all over the upper deck. Daddy, 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 yes, I saw her. Just then, the doctor felt a stabbing sting. What's that? He felt a stabbing sting. What is that? Something bit me. He knew he had been bitten, and that it was just a matter of time that he'll become infected just like his daughter. They were huge and aggressive spiders, and they released harmful venom into his bloodstream. At once, tissue necrosis infiltrated his body. All his tissue began to rotten. Necrosis infiltrated his body. Oh, he looked up at the ceiling. The entire ceiling was infected with spider webs. Every 2 minutes. Oh, every 2 minutes. Look up there. Look up there. Every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes. I mean, every 2 minutes, the spider webs was increasing, and the spider webs was coming out larger and larger. I'm dying, Daddy. I'm dying, she said. I'm dying. Well, Dr. Anderson said, the last time I seen your mom, she begs me not to take you. With an angry look on her face, she told me that one day she would delete me. That was the last word he said to Helen. She saw bluish discoloration. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm on the bottom of page 139. Helen saw bluish. His lips was blue. And from the bites, he had severe reaction. He died sitting up in the chair near Helen. He was sitting up now with his eyes open, just turning blue, and he died right in front of Helen. Oh, God, help me, Mama. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, Mama, help me. Oh, God. Mama, help me, Mama. I'm sorry, Mama, I'm sorry, Helen cried. Meanwhile, Helen's body begins to pulse. She was feverish and she was shaking. Oh, she was feverish, she was hot. Oh, boy. She was hot, fever, sweat everywhere. Her body was oozing pus. Oh, it was infected all over. Fever and chills continue. Then the rest of her white family, they entered the cabinet. They were shocked. Page 140 at the top. Oya came. Oya came. Meanwhile, hailstorms was going on around them. Ice coming down everywhere. Warning, 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 warning. The wireless operator was getting ice warning. He couldn't see. Ice storms everywhere. Ice everywhere. The hailstorm finally stopped. Oh my God. What's happening around here? Said Barbara, the wife. Dr. Anderson's wife and Helen's stepmother. The hailstorm finally stopped, said the wife, Barbara. She saw her husband's corpse. She thinks, oh, she fainted. Oh. Woo. Then their oldest daughter, Sandra, walked to the door, and Mark, the middle son, walks in. I remember Helen was the youngest. She was by that slave woman. She was the youngest that they had as the servant. Of course, they are shocked. They are shocked to see the both of them, Helen and the dad, with skin all infected. But at least Helen is still alive. Ah! Contagious diseases all on board the Titanic. Her half-sister Sandra yelled, and while her mama gained consciousness, mama was waking up. She had fainted. She was waking up. It's spider webs. Spider webs bite me, Helen said. That old witch Malinda and the old lady cook heads the ship. Spider webs. Spider webs. Spider webs bit me. Helen was losing her voice. Spider webs, they're all over the ship. The ship. The ancestor. Them black people are all over the ship. Their ghosts are all over the ship. It's been hexed, says Helen. Well, the stepbrother said, let's get out of here. Let's get out this. Let's get this out the way. Let's get this out the way. We know that we all are glad that Daddy is the lady deceased. We know that. Every last one of you know y'all glad that Daddy gone. Including you, Mama, said Mark. Mama, you've always been mad at Daddy for having a black baby. Yeah. I changed. Ooh, I changed. I'm a God-fearing woman now, says. I was hoping that my husband died of other causes, stress-related causes. Oh, my husband, he's gone. I'm a changed woman. Y'all don't hold it against me. I thought my husband was going to die stress-related, and not something like this. Oh, those tears are just fake. They just fake, Mama. You have never forgiven Dad. Mother, you have never forgiven Dad for having twins with that black servant, Miss Doris. You have treated our Maletta baby sister terribly. Her mama, her name not Miss Doris. Her name was Lucy, said the mama. But I suffer. Oh, Lord, I suffer once more daily. My husband's eyes lust after black women. My husband lusted all his life after black women. It brought my self-esteem down. In addition, I had to deal with raising his black daughter. I hated him. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Helen, weakened voice replied. It don't matter. It don't matter, the white barber replied, while they placed Dr. Anderson's body on the floor. His wife covered her husband with a white sheet. Stop it! Oh, stop it! Everybody stop it! Everybody stop it! Sandra, the stepsister said. Can't you see our sister is greatly ill? For years, Mom, you blame our sister for our dad infidelity. I've always loved my black sister. You never accepted our sister. Top of page 141. Barbara stayed silent as she began walking towards the door. Mom, Mark, the brother said. Don't run off, Mom. Don't run off, Mom. Stop it. We need help to get rid of Dad's body, Mama. We need help. Quick. You always run it off. Oh, God, I'm going to die. If the spider bites are left untreated, Helen would die, Mama. We must go find that old lady and that voodoo priestess, Malinda. We gotta find them before she dies so they can undo the hex, Mama. You're kidding me. Oh, Helen, what are you talking about? I'm dying. Go find that voodoo priestess, Malinda. That old cook. Go find him. You kidding me, said Mark. He added, I can't allow none of y'all to go down to the bows of the Titanic alone. No, you're kidding me. You mean we gotta go down in the bows of the Titanic with all them Negroes at? Then Barbara instructed Sandra to look after Helen while they exit the cabin. On the way, they ran into Dr. Anderson's mom, Mary. Of course, Barbara explained everything to her mother-in-law. She cries. She cries as she learned that her son had died. She rushes to Helen's cabin. In the meantime, Barbara and her son Mark, they down in the bows of the Titanic now on page 142 in the middle of the chapter. So in the meantime, Barbara and them, now they walking down there. Now remember, it's hot down there, it's on fire down there, it's dark down there, and they are walking down in the bows of the Titanic. Well, it was many steep ladders and corridors. As they walked along the passageway, they wandered into this boiler room number 6. No doubt in Mark and his mom's mind that a fire had been ongoing. They didn't know it was a fire. They saw that fire in boiler room number 6. Fire! Fire down here! Located near the hull, Barbara said. It's gonna weaken. It's gonna put a hole for sure. It's gonna put a hole in the bottom of this boat. This boat gonna sink. That boat gonna sink, Mark yells. Oh, we're gonna sink. Furthermore, the Titanic was set up where the upper class passenger never met the co-workers. So they were sharpening the seat, lifting coals. They saw them. They saw black men, hundreds of them, lifting coals and throwing them into the big boilers. They saw the many men working hard to keep the lights on and the Titanic afloat. They saw men delivering large barrels of coals into the furnace. Is their surprise? Some of the men they thought was Negroes were Caucasian because they were filled with black soot all over their body, coal dust all over their body. It was hard to tell whether they were black or white. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, sir, excuse me. Barbara says to a stoker. A stoker just a fireman. Can you tell me how to find the Negro cabins? Sir, excuse me, sir. He was just shoving coke. Sir, he's shoving coke. Put him in the board. Sir, excuse me. Sir, can you? What? Man, what do you want? What are you doing down here? What are y'all doing down here? Can you show us the Negro cabins? Said Barbara. Page 142 at the top. Just walk a short distance down the corridor. Make a left by the exit stage. You see right there? Down that corner right there. Make a left, make a right, and go up the stairs and then go down that ladder. You'll find it. Before leaving, they stoke a conversation with Mark. He told him about the disrespect and fighting taking place between the whites and the black firemen down there. He said the blacks finally quit after Nigel was murdered. I missed the Negro boss, Davis said. And why Irishman? Because he was skillful and he treated us fairly. Unlike the white boss was treated as cruel. So some of the white firemen, those poor Irishmen was down there, they liked the black men down there. It said that the black boss treated them better than their own white boss. So now they walking. Barbara and her son, Mark, walking. They paid attention to the coal workers breaking down large coals into pieces, y'all. Then other coal workers along, they had them shovels. Some of them was chopping coals up. Some of them take the shovel and put them into the big boiler. Oh, they still looking. They just amazed. Now, see, they don't have to live that kind of life. They paid attention to the fast-growing fire. It smelled like supper down here. Oh, man, this fire down here, how do these black folks do it? Sulfur smells. They paid attention to the room. Look, there's a room. They came to a room. There's a room. There's a door right down there by the corridor. It had a lot of loud noises. The pipes and the boilers was being to fall. Boom, boom, tilting. Oh, them boilers tilting down there because that hailstorm and oil had came through and rocked that boat. She had oil. She came through with the hailstorm and the winds and the boat rocked vigorously. Waves got higher and higher and rocked that boat till it started tilting boilers over. Don't forget, y'all, this boilers is full of fire. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, these loud noises and pipes falling and creeping down here. Oh, they started running. They made it to the exit sign. They made a left. They came across a dead end. They saw a steep ladder. Now, this must be the ladder he told us to go up, said Barbara. Mama, come on, Mama. Let's go up this ladder. I guess we have to climb. Oh, they got to go down. I guess we got to climb down here, Mom. We got to go down that ladder, Mom. The first door they approached, it opened. It was filled of emergency escape apparatus. Mom, what these Negroes been doing down here? Look like they've been planning to escape down here.